Young Quack Associated Press. Number 16 Washington State Cougars upset the 5th-ranked USC Trojans, 30-27, Friday evening at Martin Stadium in Pullman, Washington, behind a clutch strip sack from Jahid Woods with 127 remaining in regulation. The Trojans tied things at 27 with 501 left in the fourth quarter when quarterback Sam Darnold plunged into the end zone from 2 yards out for his second rushing score of the game. However, Washington State signal caller Luke Falk marched the Cougars right back down the field to set up a go-ahead field goal conversion by Eric Powell with 140 to go. Ultimately, it was fitting that the Cougars were able to chase Darnold down when it mattered most. Not only were the Trojans without starting left tackle Toa Bendon staph infection, but right guard Vian Talamevau pectoral and right tackle Chuma Idoga ankle were forced to leave the Pac-12 showdown with injuries. USC was left to operate with a patchwork unit that featured 2 true freshmen as Darnold's protection, and the Cougars capitalized with the result hanging in the balance. While the Cougars' task was made easier, they did an admirable job defending downfield against one of the nation's premier quarterbacks. Darnold completed 15 of 29 passes for a season-low 164 yards and 1 interception. It was also the second game this year in which the redshirt sophomore failed to throw a touchdown pass. The first came in a come from behind Week 1 win over the Western Michigan Broncos. "They played hard," Darnold said of the Cougars, according to the Los Angeles Times' Helene Elliott. "We knew what they were going to do, and it's just a matter of executing at that point, and they out-executed us, and I think that was the story of the game." On the other side, Falk looked like a legitimate Heisman Trophy candidate against a Trojans team that entered the 2017 season firmly in the college football playoff conversation. In the upset, Falk went 34 of 51 for 340 yards, 2 scores and 1 interception. Falk, who has eclipsed 300 yards passing in 4 of 5 games this season, has now thrown for 1,718 yards, 16 touchdowns and a pair of interceptions during the Cougars' 50 start. The senior will look to keep things rolling October 7, when the Cougars trek to Autzen Stadium for a meeting with the Oregon Ducks. The Trojans, meanwhile, will attempt to bounce back at home against Oregon State on October 7.